We base our awards on real life, that awards have to be earned. And that's what this is about tonight, is recognizing all these students that have gone over and beyond and earned the awards that they're getting tonight. Now, that doesn't mean there's losers out there or anything like that, but it's hard to give everybody an award, and it sends the wrong message, and that's just part of our philosophy, and I just wanted to explain that in the beginning. So without further ado, I would like to recognize Mr. Michael Ferguson to come up and get things started.
Thank you, Mr. Moraney. Good evening. First, I want to also thank the parents for being here tonight to help support and recognize your child's athletic accomplishments during the 2016-17 year. It has been my honor and privilege for myself and the coaches to have the opportunity to help build self-discipline, mold character, and engrave lasting memories in your child's lives. As the athletic director, I also want to extend my thanks to our administration, faculty, residential, and our coaches at the Vanguard School for the dedication and their time spent guiding these student athletes to excel on and off the field. So let's get started for the sports awards. The first awards are going to be, and I'm going to call, it's going to be the 4-year Letterman Award, and it's going to deal with girls basketball and boys basketball. I'm going to call your names up. We're going to give your medal here, and then you're going to all line up. So I'm going to call all the 4-year Letterman Awards for basketball. This would be boys basketball. Ben Davis. Jeremiah Santiago, Michaela Gonzalez, Hillary McIntosh, and Christy McKeithen. Basketball. At this time, I want to introduce Coach Peterson, cross country.
All right, we had another successful cross country season. We have 3 awards to give for cross country. First off, we have cross country most improved, and that award goes to Anthony Bruni. Next up, we have the cross country MVP, most valuable player, or runner in this case. And that would be Simon Curry. And last up we have the Coaches Award, and that goes to none other than Keith Ferguson.
The next awards are given to boys soccer. On behalf of Mr. Coach Eli, who cannot be here today, I'm going to go ahead and present the trophies for boys soccer. Most improved, Albus Amaya. Most valuable player, Chase Oliver. Last but not least, the Soccer Coaches Award goes to none other than Dwight Douglas. Next up, Coach Trammell.
Okay, this is for JV basketball. The most improved, Dwight Douglas. For JV, most valuable player, Chase Oliver. Coaches Award. This goes to a young man, James Mora. This time for girls basketball, I introduce Kristen Fitzgerald.
Privilege of presenting the girls' awards to them. This year, most improved is Lainey Baker. Was the most spirited person and always gave her all. Charisma Robinson. Because as a girls coach, one of the most challenging parts is actually making sure the girls are prepared, you have the equipment, and everyone is ready to go and on time for games. As you all know, girls take a little bit longer to be prepared. This individual made sure they were on time, everything was prepared, he was always on time, and always gave me 100% all the time. I could not have done this season without him, period. John Robinson. play a full season. Every single game giving 100. Every single game giving 100%. Macintosh. Next up, we have Mr. Shepard.
First, we're going to do our most improved player. This young man is a senior. He's been here 2 years. I can't say that he was really, really good last year until the end of the year, but this year he had a phenomenal year. I think he had 10 or 12 double-doubles. Most improved, Albus Amaya. Most valuable player, this is his first year here. He led the team in scoring, led the team in steals, was second in rebounds and block shots, I think, behind Ben. This year's MVP is James Lee. Though Mr. Moretti tells me not to talk very long, because I do tend to do that about the basketball team, I do want to talk a little about this young man, the Coach's Award. Very seldom in coaching do you run across someone that is willing to put forth extra effort, not just sometimes, but every single day for 2 years, not play that much, but be part of the team and just delightful to be around. And I will tell you, he may be the most favorite kid that's ever played on a team. The team just loves him to death. So I'm very proud to give this Coach's Award to Christian Squiddy.
All right, next up we have track. So I did cross country and track as the coach. We have a few awards to give for track and field. First up we have the track most improved, and that goes to Jacob Lynn. For the track MVP, we have Chase Oliver. Thanks, Dad. And we also have a field MVP. So track MVP is strictly for the running events. Chase did mostly the 800 and the mile with a few 400s in there. The field MVP goes to Keith Ferguson. car. The Track and Field Coaches Award, this goes to Kevin Evia.
Okay, this year in tennis, had this young gentleman for 2 years now, and the most improved, Simon Court. Now for this young gentleman, this is for the most valuable player, Keith Ferguson. Now it was a toss-up between the last two for this award, and this is for the Tennis Coaches Award, Chase Oliver. Okay, now to finish off these awards for the Athletic Awards, Coach Ferguson.
Before we go to the athletic awards, we introduced a new sport. All right? It's called indoor archery. Boy, was that fun. We had a great turnout, and I want to say, to be able to take over and have those students show up, and some of them have never shot a bow before, including myself. It was a lot of fun. And I want to recognize right now the most improved award. Hey, Sean! Come on down, hey, Sean. And our most valuable player, Chase Oliver. Now on to the Academic Athlete Underclassmen Award, the highest GPA with a minimum of 3 sports lettering. The Academic Athlete of the Year Underclassman, Keith Ferguson. Academic Athlete of the Year. This senior had the highest GPA, and I kid you not, this person did everything from basketball to cross country to track, whatever you asked, he did that. Our Academic Athlete of the Year award goes to Ira Berrien. Last but not least, our Athlete of the Year. This person exemplifies everything from pretty much playing every sport. I believe if we had 15 sports, this person would be in all 15. And not only is he a great athlete, he's also a great young man. And I'm proud to present the award to Athlete of the Year, Chase Oliver. One last award I'm going to sneak in is an award that's pretty much an every year award. 20 years ago today, as a young athletic director, I had the privilege of doing this 20 years later. I presented this award to a coach. It seems like he gets it every year. Same class, same person. And it's hard to believe how 20 years later, I get to do it again. The FACA Coach of the Year, Class 2A Boys Basketball, 2016, Coach Dan Shepard. Next up, student speaker, Albus Samaya.
Good evening. Good evening. My name is Albus, like all y'all know. I was born in Honduras. Many of you don't know that, right? And now I live in the Cayman Islands. I've attended Vanguard for 2 years. When I was growing up in Honduras, I realized at an early age that the choices I made as a young person may determine what I do for the rest of my life. One choice was either go to school and get a good education, or my other choice was to become a criminal or possibly end up in prison or dead. I have looked back at my friends that I had in school that made the wrong choice, and some have disappeared. They're in gangs or in prison. I'm glad I was able to move away from this type of life and get an education in the Cayman. However, it was hard to get extra help because there was 30 students to one teacher. While attending school in the Caymans, I was told I had good leadership skills, but I never knew what that meant. Since coming to Vanguard, not only I have learned what good leadership skills are, but I had an opportunity to use them in a positive way to help others. I was told that students look up to me. Whatever I say, they believe me. I'm a straight up person. I don't lie and give two faces to people. I'm not afraid to speak up from kids getting in trouble by making the wrong choices. I would intervene with students picking a fight and tell them, hey, you don't try to hurt someone who's trying to keep you from getting in trouble. I'm not afraid to be an advocate for me and other students. One time, some students were getting into trouble because there was no internet on the weekends, and they were bored. I went to Mr. Alexander and said, Mr. Alexander, many students are getting into trouble over the weekends because they are bored with nothing to do. Is it possible to let the internet stay on 24 hours during the weekend? Mr. Alexander listened to me and made a decision to let the internet stay on during the weekends. Instead of complaining, I took action. This was an example of how Vanguard has allowed me to learn to be an advocate and use my leadership skills for myself and others. After Vanguard, I will be attending Western Oklahoma State College to play college basketball. I really want to give thanks to these special people, Sandra Jackson and Alba Samaya, and also the Scotland family, but of course, my Vanguard family. Now, I'd like to introduce Mr. Alexander for the Residential Life Room Care Awards.
Good evening. Every year we recognize students that have consistently passed their room inspection throughout the school year. For each dormitory. Room Care of the Year Award for the West Dorm is Mr. Terrell Harrigan. Room Care of the Year Award for Barry Hall. I'm glad you didn't leave. William Bestwick. William was trying to leave a little bit early today, so I'm glad he stayed behind. Sabaha, none other than Helen Lou. Next for the Middle School Award, Ms. Sherry Tisser, Ms. Amber Carter, and Ms. Halfaker.
For the Middle School Excellence Award, Ms. Tisver and I chose a student who had the highest grades all year. This student maintained straight A's in all his middle school core academic classes. The recipient of the Middle School Excellence Award is Adam Mifsud.
The next award is for Outstanding Improvement in Reading, and this award goes to a hardworking young man. Reading has been quite a challenge for him, and he goes above and beyond. He perseveres. I'm so proud. Isaiah King, please come and recognize.
math teachers you probably heard a lot about. So we're looking for somebody who is very driven, always got their work done, very intelligent, and showed a curiosity for mathematics. So we chose Albus Amaya.
Yo, best math teacher you can ever get.
Next up, we have Ms. Ginger Tepner for the Vanguard Writer Award.
I am privileged every day to work with some of the most wonderful fledgling writers, but this particular underclassman blew me away, honestly, almost every day. His position and his voice are remarkable, and I am honored to give this award to Dimitri Van. Sorry, I had to get my thoughts there for a moment. Can y'all believe I'm the reading teacher?
Good one.
My class is entertaining as well. You should come. Tonight you have had the pleasure of seeing two outstanding athletes come forward, and I can tell you those two outstanding athletes are also amazing in the classroom. And the hardest decision that I had to make was deciding which one of these two outstanding student athletes received this award. One of these young men has graduated out of reading this year and is reading at an 18.0 level, which is post-secondary. Huge growth. I'm so proud of him. The young man that's going to receive the award tonight is not that high, but let me tell you something, he's that much heart. I'm so glad you could be here, Mr. Oliver. This young man puts his heart and soul in every day, in every class, in everything that he does. Chase Oliver.
I jumped the gun on the Senior Math Award. That was for Albus. This is the Underclassmen Math Award. So for the same reasons, we chose our student who best exemplified those math qualities that we're looking for. And that student is Anthony Bruno. Next up, we have Mrs. Lassiter for the Social Studies Award.
Okay, for the historian, is Jordy. Jordy, where are you?
Jordy, you want me to grab it for you?
No, Jordy,
Jordy, come on. I will personally take you up there.
The Vanguard online learner is Helen Lou.
Come on, man. Don't worry.
Good evening. All right, Mr. Marshall, the science teacher. I want to just thank everybody for making my first year here wonderful. The kids are amazing. The staff is amazing. I had a lot of support. I learned a lot. Well, I didn't learn a lot. But the individual that I gave the science award to for the underclassmen is Anthony Bruni. Ms. Taylor and Ms. Carter.
Good evening. This next award goes to a young man who has a keen eye for detail and is very self-motivated. In my art room, he always has all kinds of projects he wants to try. The Underclassmen Artist Award goes to Isaiah King.
For the Vanguard Actor Award, Ms. Tisver and I chose a student who not only surprised us, but the entire school with his acting abilities. Ladies and gentlemen, this year's Vanguard Actor Award goes to Tyee Thorpe.
Ms. Carter and I were also very pleasantly surprised when this next student showed up for our auditions for our music techniques class. We couldn't be prouder to give this award to a very hard worker. He's so helpful, and we're truly glad that we've had this talented young man in our class. Our Underclassmen Music Award goes to Aishan Mateo.
Don't forget the picture.
And next up, we would have, actually, no, we have one more here. I'm sorry. We have, I'm sorry, that's my bad. Russ Rogers for the PE Award.
coach, somebody that makes it a lifestyle, Chase Oliver. Now Miss Johnson.
We're going to start out with the academic awards with honor roll for the entire year. This is AB honor roll. Kayla D'Amelio. I'm going to let you all come up here and stand and take a picture once. Jordy. Oliver Kelly. Chase Oliver. Shamori Palmer. Keena Robinson. Kai Robinson. And Dimitri Van Rieken. Okay, these next two students were super impressive as they made the A honor roll the entire year. They were the only two out of the underclassmen. And that is Anthony Bruni and Helen Liu. These next students are receiving, or they have earned a GPA of 3.5 to 4.0 and higher. So in 9th grade, we have Tyler Ebanks, Trevor Fortifillion, Jacob Lynn, Nick Fraze, and Tyee Thorpe. In 10th grade, we have Nyrell Moultrie, Ayana Gonzalez, Keith Ferguson, Matthew Marinello, and in 11th grade, Helen Liu. At the Vanguard School, we are a family, and we are blessed with amazing staff who go above and beyond to help our students, and I think it really shows. So let's give them a hand.
We want them to know how much we appreciate them, each and every one of them.
But this year, we've also been blessed with some people who actually have volunteered to come in and work with the school and the students. They've been extremely generous with their time and their resources, and we want them to know how very much they've meant to us as well.
In the residential program, this lady has given up herself for many years. She's been a Vanguard family for many, many years. I think she started working here when I was a little boy. Maybe a big boy. However, even in the retirement, she continues to give out of her love for the Vanguard School and the students. The Residential Volunteer of the Year, and we love you so much, Ms. Prettyman.
And on the academic side, this lady is always volunteering and giving of her time to help with activities, field trips, and parties. She's truly a blessing, and we appreciate her. The Academic Volunteer of the Year is Ms. Tracy Mifsud, and I'm not coming to you.
When I think of the residential employee of the year, several things comes to mind. My first thought is our students. Does this person demonstrate positive attributes that makes the students feel safe? Does this person make the students feel at home while they're at Vanguard? Does this person make the students feel that they're loved and appreciated? Next, I think about the staff. How does this person fit into our program? What does he or she contribute to the success of our program? So I decided to ask my staff and the students this question. What adjective would you use to describe this person? These are some of the words that was given to me by the students and the staff to describe her. Reliable, humble, lifetime dedication, team player, caring, helpful, and I'm not done, true friend, loyal, dedicated, loving, pretty, honest, hard worker, good person, very versatile, calm, trustworthy, and nice. I thought these words described her perfectly. Our Residential Employee of the Year, Ms. Mary Burnett. I would like to thank the Board of Trustees for this nice fun. Thank you.
One of the things, don't remain standing, I won't take a long time, trust me. Mary, come on back up here. But one of the things that we wanted to start this year in recognizing a Residential Employee of the Year and also an Academic Employee of the Year And so what we did is we also wanted to reward them monetarily. And that was on behalf of the Board of Trustees. And so each of the recipients tonight will receive $500.
Just as Miss Mary was voted by her peers, so was the Teacher of the Year. Some of the words, but definitely not as many, used to describe her are dedicated, passionate, and caring. She spends countless hours tutoring, mentoring, and giving to the students and staff alike. I don't know that I've ever met a more dedicated educator. This award goes to Miss Bobby Haffinger.
We love you, Miss!
And now I'd like to introduce Mr. Sadula Sabir for the senior speech.
Good evening. My name is Sari and I'm from Pakistan, and I've attended Vanguard for 4 years. My school in Pakistan was not as friendly and did not provide the good education. My mom found the Vanguard school on the internet for the top 10 boarding schools on the United States. After looking at the website, my mom decided that this would be a good school for me. I interviewed with Miss Parks and that went really well. And I was so excited when I found out that I was accepted because I knew this was going to be a life-changing experience for me. I am very close to my family and was a little afraid to be away from them, but my mom felt this would be a good learning experience to see if I could develop my independent skills. And my mom is always right. This was a test to see if I could be independent, and I stand before you to say, I passed the test. The first 2 years were really very rough because I was homesick and wanted to go back home. But I learned that I had to push through these feelings and had to look on the positive and not the negative side. Vanguard has taught me how to deal with situations, and I've also learned not to get angry, and if I don't find a solution, just ignore it and don't continue to be angry. My grades have really improved. I was really bad in math, but having the opportunity to work at the school store with Mr. Ed, I've learned how to make and change money and how to provide good educational skills and communication skills. Thank you, Mr. Ed, for teaching me the life skills that will help me throughout my life. My plans following graduations are to study at Minnesota Life College. My mother has found a grocery store in Pakistan that she feels will allow me to use my skills I've learned here at Vanguard. So in closing, I'd like to thank my mother who found the Vanguard School, which gave me the opportunity to learn how to be independent. So Mom, what do you think? program back to our wonderful principal, Ms. Jones.
Great job, Saudi.
Thank you.
Now we're going to move into our senior awards. I'm sure they're all excited and ready to go. We have something very special this year. Students who have been here since 9th grade, I think, is the highest that it has ever been. 62% of these students have been here since 9th grade. So I'm going to announce all your names and come up here and stand and we'll take a picture together. We call these the Persevering Panthers. Ben Davis. David Eldridge. David has been here the longest. Emily Goldenhurst. Dennis Gonzalez. David Hasher. Jesse King. Mike Legard. Hillary McIntosh. Christine McKeithen. Saudi Sabir. Christian Richardson. And Jeremiah Santiago. Our next senior gets the award for the highest ACT score in the school as well as the senior class, and that's Nicole Richardson with a 32. Next we have honor roll for the entire year. This is AB honor roll, so I'm going to call call you all at once, and if you'll just stand together. Alice Amaya. Dwight Douglas. David Eldridge. Dennis Gonzalez. David Asher. Jesse King. Mike Lagar. Hillary McIntosh. These next graduates are graduating with a GPA of 3.5 or higher. David Eldridge. Dennis Gonzalez. David Hasher. Mike Weingard. Hillary McIntosh. Ira Perrier. I don't know if we can take it, but Nicole Richardson. And I'd like to introduce Ms. Ginger Tepner for the English Department Awards.
So, creative writing is not for the faint of heart, and this student approached the blank page on his own terms with integrity, passion, honesty, and intention. I am very proud to bestow the Vanguard Senior Writing Award to Dennis Gonzalez. This year, we created a Vanguard Humanitarian Award for the special senior who excelled across the curriculum in areas like art, music, literature, writing, and civics. I am beyond proud to give this award to Ms. Michaela Gonzalez. And now Ms. Bobby Heffinger, Teacher of the Year. I will forever have in my mind a picture of a little boy that came in a couple of years ago. He sat down in my classroom and he crossed his arms and he went, It's like, wow, hello to you too, Mr. Dwight Douglas. Come and have a seat, We're very proud of his growth, and he is now moving on to college to use his excellent reading skills. And now I'd like Mr. Peterson and Ms. Carr to come forward for the math award, please.
This is the one I gave out a little too soon before, but again, just recognizing Albus Amaya for the senior mathematician. And next up we have Mrs. Laster for the Social Studies Award.
Okay, for the Vanguard Senior Historian, David Eldridge. For the Senior Online Learner, David Hasher.
Hello again. Thank you. This has to be the first school that ever came to or taught it that the students would beat me in class, especially the seniors, and sit and wait for me. And this senior, first words to me when he get in his class is, "Come on, man, best workout. Let me get this done." And he always gave 100%, and I'm so proud of it. And I feel blessed to have met this gentleman, Dwight Douglas.
There's hardly been a day over the past several years when I haven't seen this young student walking across the campus with some kind of art tucked under their arm. For his sheer dedication and love of art, the Senior Artist Award goes to Sadi Sabir. I've had the pleasure of working alongside several teachers, including Ms. Carter and Mrs. Marshall, with this next student. He's an amazing young person, and we are going to miss having him here on our stage. Our senior actor is Michael Lugard.
For the Musician Award, Ms. Tisver and I chose a student who is truly talented. If you would have asked this young lady a couple years ago to sing in front of an auditorium full of people, she would have looked at you like you were crazy. Yet now this young lady has bravely stood in front of numerous audiences here and sang songs that have had us all in awe. This year's Vanguard Senior Musicians Award goes to Emily Golden.
Okay, for the Community Service Awards, students have the opportunity to start accumulating in the 9th grade. And there's quite a few of you, so if you don't want to call your name, just come and stand up here for a picture. Ella Samea, 66 hours. Dwight Douglas, 66 hours. Emily Goldenhirsch, 79 hours. Michaela Gonzalez, 10 hours. David Hasher, 31 and a half hours. Jesse King, 61 hours. Mike Lagarde, 140 hours. Hillary McIntosh, 20 hours. Christine McKeithen, 177 and a half hours. Christian Richardson, 127 hours. Nicole Richardson, 123 hours. John Robbins, 75 hours. Sadi Sabir, 10 and a half. Jeremiah Santiago, 30 hours.
There goes Jerry.
Ben Davis, 286 hours. Ira Perrier, 345 hours.
Thank you.
Next, I'd like to introduce Albert Alexander for Citizen of the Year Award.
When he first arrived at Vanguard, my first thought was that he wouldn't make it here. He was shy, quiet, and very reserved, as many of our students are. I would frequently see him isolated from students and staff. I often went out of my way to engage in a conversation with him, and usually it was a one-way conversation with me doing all the talking. As I got to know him and he became more comfortable around me, I remember telling him that he needed to be more assertive and advocate more for himself. He would often look at me, or through me for that matter. I could tell by the non-verbal expression on his face, he probably said, "What is this man talking about?" As time went by, he got the nerve to approach me and became very vocal. As a matter of fact, he didn't hesitate to tell me if there was a problem in the dorm or a concern that he had. In the beginning, I wanted him to talk, and let me tell you that now he talks, and he talks. This is why we do what we do at Vanguard. He's a perfect example of another successful story here at Vanguard. This year, the award for the Citizenship of the Year 2016-2017 goes out to Mr. Michael Vanguard.
There's been some anticipation for these next two awards, and I have to say that the contest for the two has gone all the way up till last week. It was that close. But this year, 2017 salutatorian is Mr. Mike Lagarde. Which means that the 2017 valedictorian is probably texting me right now to see if he or she is the valedictorian. David Hasher.
Our last award is the President's Award. And it is truly a miracle that the person receiving this is even here tonight. During the, I guess it was April, when we were supposed to get rid of our winter weather, we had spring in Florida, and he got spring fever really bad. And then, after spring fever, senioritis set in. Oh my goodness, yeah. But this fine young man is a terrific representative of what the senior class is all about. I had the experience of meeting him when he first came on campus, when Coach Shepard brought him to my office. And he said his dream was to play basketball in the U.S. And he did it. Receiving the President's Award, Ira. There you go. As we draw our award ceremony to a close, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank the parents for allowing us to be part of your family. We're very passionate about what we do. We take our responsibilities very seriously, just as you would if you were here with your children. And we appreciate the trust that you have in us and hope that it will always continue. Thank you and good night.